Now, the reason why I brought this video up on the Team of Uthtubeis because I know that a lot of people are gonna be asking you, what is the manga stories of Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures? And this is why I decided to get this video up and get this off my chest. So let's get right into it. Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures actually started off here as a drawing comic. A drawing comic here that me and some of the small team of the Team of Uthtubewhere we used to come up with a lot of ideas, and we used to write down the ideas down, and it was really interesting to get into something like this, to become creative and to come up with some brilliant storylines that you see in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures. All of this that you hear is all back at 2006 and 2007. So you can imagine how long that was, and when we started off the series. Ever since that, I found out that we can actually create this series depending on like a game, and then you can model it up here as an episode. I finally decided, you know what, let's just try to see if we can get Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, or let's say in Japan how it's called is Pokemon Gilbert's Adventures, because we don't own Pokemon. I decided to just adapt it to a hack series, and it was really interesting to kind of like adapt it from what we had it as a comic, and to put it as in a series as you see in these episodes in the channel of the Team of Uthtubeon YouTube. And I tell you what, it is very interesting and very like, it's the first time that you can just see how bad it was when I started off doing it, like how it was until that I got the hang of it. And Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures has been phenomenal, and the stuff that you see in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures is exactly how we want it. But in terms of like, we want it to go up a notch. Every time that we do a series after a series after a series, we always want it to evolve, and that's what we wanted to do. And that is the reason why we decided to take it off from a comic, from a drawing comic, from these ideas, and then get it into an adaptation. And that's how you see it over the 10-year period, how it has evolved into some kind of like some kind of like a hack series, and now turning into like a half hack series and a half animation series. And if you see my videos before on the SGzEnt Entertainment channel, you will see that we want to evolve Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, and we want to evolve Team of UthtubeGaming. And this is the reason why that the team and I decided to bring in, my obviously I've been blessed to have some kind of like an experience of voice acting. Well, voice over. This is when that we decided to bring in the voice acting, to bring in the voice overs, to bring in the environment that you hear in the previous episodes that you've seen here in the past years. And it kind of feel real. It kind of feel like as if you can actually hear the sea. You kind of hear the trees. You kind of hear the environment, the surroundings. And this is what I want to get into today, and this is what we've been talking about, and this is why we managed to get what we got up to now, and that is Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures. Now, if you see right in front of you, I decided to use this episode because this is actually a really close adaptation. Now, the close adaptation of Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, is how can I put it? It's like a separate entity, but it's also linked to each other. So something like Gilbert Scepter and Gilbert's Blaziken, that is all in the close adaptation of Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures in the Hoenn region. That's it. In the close adaptations, there are a lot of variations of stories of Gilbert and our heroes, because on the close adaptation we have Gilbert starting in Kanto. So then you can imagine Gilbert started in Kanto, but there were mysteries behind Gilbert of where Gilbert actually came from, because when Gilbert started in Kanto in the manga stories, there were mysteries that, okay, Gilbert moved there from a certain region to the Kanto region. Something similar to what you see in the Hoenn region mini-series, but only that in the Hoenn region mini-series, that you actually see Gilbert moving from the Hoenn region Siliput City to Little Root Town, whereas in the manga stories you will see Gilbert moving from Siliput City to Little Root Town to Pallet Town, and that is the major difference. So the manga stories, how I started it off, and how the episodes that you see in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures started off in the Johto region. And I've been saying this before, that I'm blessed that actually Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, the way it started off, that I started in the Johto region, because I really enjoyed the X and Y series of the original Pokemon series that had been came out a few years back, and before the Sun and Moon series, and how they managed to link up the Hoenn region series. I mean, the Hoenn region stuff that's going on, like Arlon and Steven, and then how Groudon and Kyogre, actually Primal, Kyogre and Groudon fighting each other, and all of this stuff that's happening with the Mega Evolution. And it's brilliant because now the fact that we couldn't able to do the Hoenn region before, it now gave us an idea of what happened with Gilbert back in the day. Like, Gilbert now knows the myths of the Hoenn region. Gilbert now knows the myths of Mega Evolution. Now Gilbert knows the myth of certain Pokemon that just in general, like actually, Rayquaza was the first legendary Pokemon to have Mega Evolution, or the first Pokemon to ever Mega Evolve. That's what I meant. So then, in a way, we're kind of lucky that the fact that how it started, the Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, and you can see that the manga stories, they started off very, very clean. It went to Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and then after that, it had and this is the thing, we didn't actually do Sinnoh and Unova. We did the Finnou region. Yes, we did the Finnou region, exactly like what you see in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures. So in obviously the series, not the manga story, the series. So everything that you see in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, the series on YouTube, in the TeamOfUthtube channel, are all based on the manga adaptation, the manga stories. Now I want to tell you the manga story, and basically I want to tell you a little bit of let's say an example. You can see right here that this episode is actually part of the Alola region episode, the Alola region episodes. So this is how, at the moment, how the close adaptation is now. These days we do not actually draw the comics like we used to, like draw Grover, draw Blaziken, how did they back in the day. Right now we actually write it. So look, you can see the detail, or well, I wouldn't say detail, but you can just see the detail of certain, this episode, and then you obviously look, and then you can see Gilbert receives the Rooterum Z crystal right there. This episode right here is when Gilbert took on the Brooklet Hill. The Brooklet Hill Island Challenge. So that you can see right here, look, so I named it as the Wishy Splashy Totem Challenge. So this is actually proof, the dates as well, of when, I'm thinking that's how it probably would have been here if I had it released as manga stories. But look, see, so that you can see all of these things here, and you can see how it's written. I've written it here as now it's like a story, not like a manga these days, or like an actual cartoon manga, like what you see like in Pokemon or Dragon Ball. Now, okay, let's read this one. This episode is called, obviously in Japanese, I named it as like that, Gilbert and Froakie returning off the sink on leaves of the gigantic Hydro Ball. Now, in the adaptation of the manga stories, Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, is not like how it is in the Finnou region. Gilbert gets Froakie in the Carlos region. And in this series that you're gonna see, the Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, the actual episodes here in right here in the TeamOfUthtube channel, you will see a lot of differences between Gilbert getting Froakie in Carlos and Gilbert getting Froakie in possibly in the episodes to come. Now, this Froakie here and the Froakie that you're going to see in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures are both the same. It's just that Gilbert got Froakie differently. So then, in the close adaptation, yes, that's right. That's right, yeah. Trying to confuse myself there. Why am I confusing myself there? Yeah. So, so Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, the series, Gilbert gets Froakie a different time from when Gilbert got Froakie in the manga stories. So I think that should clear that up. Anyway, so let me just show you just something here. So it says here, look, like, obviously that's me. If I would have actually voiced obviously if we were to get this in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, but this episode here, it is planned to be in the actual series, but at the moment we don't know where this will land. But okay then, so as you can see here, let me just read a little bit of the sentences here. So it says here that our heroes returned to Melemele Island for coursework for school, but there was something up with Gilbert. At night, when he returned to Kukui's lab to sleep, not only Gilbert was training Froakie, for the past few days seen here, by our heroes, a new created move for Gilbert's, but also Gilbert wanted to get the sync between him and Froakie back like Sceptile and Blaziken. Now, in the manga stories, Gilbert forgets the sync, obviously because the sync phenomenon, or the bond phenomenon, let's just say that, from the Carlos region, is not there no more. That was for the Carlos region, but this one is a lot different, and you're gonna see that hopefully in the new episodes that be coming up here in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures. You're gonna see a different sync, and this sync here is something similar. You will see that definitely. You see that definitely. Yeah, definitely. So, as you can see here, you can see that Sceptile, you see Blaziken, and then if you see in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, you can see that Gilbert is synced with Sceptile, synced with Blaziken. This is actually part of it. So then some of the stuff that you see in the manga stories, you're gonna see it right here. you're gonna see it right here, and you're gonna see it also in the episode. So this here, right here, like his Sceptime and Blaziken, look, getting a sync between like his Sceptime and Blaziken, it's gonna be in the episodes. So then this one, yeah, so this one is also in the series. Some parts of it is not, like this episode, as I said, yeah, it's not in the episodes just yet. So this one may come later on, we do not know. So this, yeah, this one you hopefully see it in the in the episodes, of Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, and I really hope that Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, the manga stories and the episodes are gonna be very, very close, because we're trying to get it as close as we can, because before the manga stories were not as close as how it is today, because before, the Finnou region in the manga stories and in the episode that you see on our channel, they seem a little different, because obviously what difference can I put it, like what difference can we say, like that's right, like in this moment in time, Gilbert faces Commander in a whole different way than how it is when you see it in the series. Because in the manga, because in the actual manga stories, you see Gilbert. Actually, let me tell you, because you won't see it, but I can tell you. Because in the manga stories, Gilbert defeats Commander in a different way. It's something like as if it's the same thing like in the battle, but it won't be in the same lines as you see it in the episodes, because Gilbert faces Commander with a beam struggle, and you're gonna see Hoenn, and you're gonna see all of the legendary sums helping out Gilbert and fighting with Gilbert. But in the series, you're gonna see something totally different. That's what I mean, that there's some things in the episodes, and there's some things in the manga stories that are going to be different, and they're going to be quite close to each other. And we're trying to make the manga stories and the Gilbert's Pokemon Adventure series close together. We're trying to make sure that actually they're as close as we can. And also you're going to see the excerpts. The excerpts here is some of the questions that the team and the small team and I have already answered, have already explained as well, because we know that certain fans, certain brilliant people like you guys are going to ask these certain questions, like why Froakie, why like voicing, how I came up here with Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, what is the manga stories. Now this is the manga stories. This is the manga stories. I hope I didn't confuse anybody, because it's a lot that has been getting through in and out all the time, and trying to make sure that things are linked together. Because there's some stories in the manga stories that you won't see in the episodes, and there's some things that you see in the episodes that you won't see in the manga stories. And obviously the manga stories, obviously we can only give you the series. We can only give you the series. And something like this that you see right here, are also ideas. Now, I think I explained this to you, that when I'm writing scripts and then when I'm making ideas, I do the most weirdest thing. I actually act it out. Now, you guys might say, you actually act it out. How do you act it out? Well, I'm not actually really going to explain that, but use your imagination. Like, for example, like if you were to use a script. If you were to get in a mold of how Gilbert will be, or how Dyer, Boo, Mark, Melvin, Peter, Mary, and some of these brilliant characters that have been coming in and out of the series here for the past 10 years, you have to kind of act it out. And when we write the scripts, it shouldn't be out of character. And that is something that I've been trying to do. And another thing as well, that Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, we have been trying here to make sure that we give those edge of the seats moments. And that is what we have been trying here to implement also in the manga stories. Let me just see. You can see here that, okay, let me just see, thinking it was a bad guy. Okay, Gilbert tells him to show itself. So this one is when, okay, let me just go here. Okay, all right, yeah, okay, all right. You can see here, see Ninja Lee and Ninja Nape. You see that these guys are actually in these people right here are actually in the new Hoenn region episode. So then you're gonna see Ninja Lee. And also, you're gonna see Ninja Lee, Ninja Nape, and you're gonna see his family in the Finnou episode. So this have already been implemented in the series already. From the idea, the storyline. So now, guys, you get to see how it is, like why Ninja Lee, Ninja Nape, Gilbert's Froakie. You can see here, look, Gilbert's Litten and Rowlet. You see right here. They're all part of the storylines, and they're all part of the close adaptation of the manga stories, and they're also making a close adaptation to Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, the series. So this one, okay, and actually let me show you something if I can. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, Elder likes G's personality and can see that Gilbert loves battling. The battle began with blow after blow with the Elder's Greninja doing area ace cut, double team, and water shogun, while Gilbert's Froakie has hydro pump, double team. But as the battle went on, Froakie starts to lose grip on the battle because of the power of the Elder's Greninja. As the battle progresses, Froakie starts to gain some grip and show why Gilbert and Froakie are such a formidable force. Gilbert and Froakie show their Aqua Jet with the double team that makes it a losing jet. A losing jet is one. You're gonna see these kind of things here in the You're gonna see these new moves that the team and I created in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, the series. You're gonna see this. So this shouldn't be a surprise once you see it in the series. And then after you see that, okay, and then uses Aqua Jet, in which Elder said that Froakies don't learn Aqua Jet. You're gonna see that in the series when Gilbert teaches Froakie how to do Aqua Jet, and then you're also gonna see a blog of the manga extras of when I talk here to the team about why I really wish that Froakie learned Aqua Jet, but because obviously Froakie does not learn Aqua Jet officially, I decided that Gilbert would teach Froakie in his own improvisation, his own variation of Aqua Jet, and then you can see the look is getting his speed stats boost. So that is part here of the Aqua Jet improvisation, and you're gonna see this all. You're gonna see this in the episodes. That's what I mean about the close adaptation. And then you see another sequence was when Froakie was getting beaten up, and then Froakie does Ice Water Shogun. You're gonna see this Ice Water Shogun definitely in this one has really been implemented here in the series, in the new episodes. So then you're gonna see that, which also the Greninja counters it with this on Water Shogun, but realizes that how does Froakie knows a Water Shogun, because obviously Froakie doesn't know a Water Shogun or Ice Water Shogun, and Froakie and realizes that Sparkling Ice also came out of the move. Froakie was eventually too slow for Greninja. Even though the Elder was very impressed with Froakie endurance, he stops the battle seeing that Froakie was badly hurt here from the match. So you can see that blow to blow, blow to blow. Alright, let me just bring it down here. Hopefully I can show you guys quickly. Alright, let me see. Gilbert and Froakie can see that Green Ninja's really fast, and at one point Gilbert and Froakie miss Green Ninja's movement, and this is because they are synced doing the same thing. They are not here to get the transformation back. What I mean by this, the transformation back, I mean by the bond phenomenon from the X and Y. So that's the Carlos region. But you're gonna see a new one from us, which is called the sync phenomenon. That would be in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, and you're gonna see why it's called the sync phenomenon. Okay, Elder explained G and Froakie about the monster of the sync with speed and things that Gilbert and Froakie are too slow. Okay, the Elder was really impressed after they had finished, and Gilbert and Froakie realized they are synced, and Elder said that do not forget that feeling. The big test came after that. Now, since the sync has returned, they get into a battle. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Now, this is what I'm definitely talking about. Elder also said that this is maybe because there's a chance for Gilbert and Froakie to master that creative move they have been training for the past few days. The battle wasn't an original battle. Froakie and Greninja had a task. The match starts off with them having to break 10 metal, I think it's something like a strong metal first here before they can even lay an attack on the opponent. I will add that in there. So after they got the idea that Froakie had to get rid of them here before he can attack Greninja for the training, and Gilbert was really aware of Greninja's power and speed, but Gilbert and Froakie was up for it, so the battle began. Froakie and Greninja started breaking them one by one. Greninja with Area Ace, Cut, and Water Shogun, while Gilbert uses his Iron Pound. Iron Pound, you're definitely gonna see that in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures. Hopefully, if the episodes will come out, this is what I'm expecting. I really hope that the episodes will come out as soon as possible. The Ice Water Shogun and the Aqua Jet for speed, but Greninja was too fast and powerful and got rid of the 10 metal very quick and attacked Froakie, which Froakie was using Iron Pound to, unarmed to block the move when Froakie was on his 9th one. So then you can imagine that Greninja, the eldest Greninja, battered all of these tasks and hit Froakie. Now you guys might be saying that who is the Elder? The Elder is actually obviously Gilbert wants to train, can't train. Ninja Lee knows somebody that Gilbert can go and train with, and Gilbert goes there and training with this Elder who is actually a powerful ninja. There we go. Okay, so then now let's get into it quickly. Okay, Froakie couldn't hit Greninja unless he destroys the rest of the metals. Gilbert came up with a plan to let Froakie dodge the move and flips in the process and hit the metal while dodging, which works, and got rid of both, giving Gilbert and Froakie an opportunity to hit Elder's Greninja. This was an intense battle. You can see that intense battle with Elder and Greninja already synced, and Gilbert and Froakie heating up, getting there to be synced, and Gilbert and Froakie done so well to defend some of Greninja's powerful attacks, and also to go toe to toe against Greninja. You're gonna see something mysteriously about Gilbert's Froakie in the series, not just here in the manga stories, but also in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures. As the battle progresses, Elder was really impressed by Gilbert's and Froakie's improvement, and can see why people and Pokemon all over the world love Gilbert. You're gonna see this in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures. You can also see this here also in the Hoenn region miniseries, where as I said before in the previous videos, where when Gilbert has his presence, and had his presence here when Gilbert's demeanor, Gilbert's his motto, never give up until it's over, and implementing that into his Pokemon, getting this idea, and also beating the Elite Four of the Hoenn region, beating the champion Steven, beating the champion Lance and the Johto, beating the Johto and the Kanto Elite Four. And also, going to the Finnou region. That is the Gilbert's Pokemon Adventure series. That is on the Team of UthtubeGaming channel. Okay, so as the battle progresses, Elder was really impressed by Gilbert. Okay, I think we said that. Love Gilbert. Gilbert and Froakie, undeniably, she are not giving up. You can see that, not giving up. You see Gilbert's implement, putting this on Froakie in the battle, and Froakie's endurance. You're gonna see all of this. And you're going to see all of this here in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, the series. Then the big move happened when Gilbert and Froakie were synced, but not Gilbert Froakie. Gilbert Froakie, this one, Gilbert Froakie, I'll tell you this one in the manga stories only is a bomb phenomenon. Not is Gilbert and Froakie synced. So then just imagine how Ash and Greninja was when they synced to be Ash Greninja. This one is Gilbert Froakie. This one is when Froakie has the features of Gilbert, but then the sheer power of Gilbert Froakie is as powerful as an Ash Greninja or a Gilbert Greninja. That's how I'll put it. Then the battle really rages on. Both did water Shogun, but the attack was powerful and went towards Froakie and changed into a massive broken up ice Shogun. I think that's called Ice Water Shogun. And Froakie handled it, and then during it, Froakie started charging up, and saw it thinking it was from the creative move Gilbert and Froakie was training a few days back, and Froakie broke the large ice and started to throw the ice piece by piece, but Greninja was so fast, and when Froakie tried to charge up, Greninja was so fast and hit Froakie with aerial ace. Froakie handled it and dies hydro pump on the floor. So it can, so obviously, what I mean, like when you does hydro pump on the floor, obviously Froakie is going to be up in the air. But Greninja was so fast, caught up to Froakie and, it hit him down. The moment came when Gilbert tells Froakie to do a move after declaring they don't give up. They sync completely. Froakie starts charging, and when Elder's Greninja was about to attack, he tells it to stop, as this is the move Gilbert and his Froakie was working on. Froakie put his hands together, and you can imagine it turns out to be like a water pulse, but Froakie's body begins to glow, fam. Look at that. I mean, you can now get to see it. Obviously, I'm going so fast, but you can just see. You can pause the video, and you guys can just read it. As I'm, you can read it. You know what I mean? And you can see that. Yeah. Now you can see that Froakie body begins to glow of veils of bluish water and multiple white ice sparks coming off of Froakie's hand, which made the sky turn dark. The icy sparks gathers create a chemical breakdown of a compound from chemical energy and water around the area, and Froakie's power, obviously Froakie's power, begins, that's right, formed a sudden, powerful, natural, gigantic, huge volume of orb, sphere of water between its hands. Froakie then jumps up in the air with speed from the sink with Aqua Jet, and also, look at that, pulls back a bit. What I mean by pull back a bit, Froakie is now holding this gigantic orb, this gigantic, huge orb. Like if you're throwing something really, really heavy, you will bring it back, and then you throw it. That's what he did. He threw it with such force and great pressure. Gilbert and Froakie doing the same thing, so then they synced, like what I say about Gilbert Froakie, or like Ash Greninja, the bond phenomenon, the bond phenomenon or the sync phenomenon at the opponent, which explodes into a high volume. Okay, let me say it again because my mouth is now running away out of my face. Okay, now let me say it again. Okay, which explodes into a high volume wave of water, in which, in this case, Greninja go for it with aerial ace, and the whole place explodes with all white. So you can see that after the explosion, with G calling for Froakie, the explosion cleared out, and you can see Froakie is on the floor with Greninja and the elderly ninja standing. So look, Gilbert went up to Froakie to get him and encourage him that he did brilliantly. And then Gilbert says that the move is called Hydro Ball. You're gonna see this, hopefully, you're gonna see this in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, the series. And then the ninja, the ninja elderly with his Greninja came up to Gilbert and was really impressed. I wanted to know the move, and Gilbert explained. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. So then you get the idea of how we are trying to implement this into Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, the series, But don't forget, guys, that this is actually a close adaptation. This is actually the manga stories, and Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures is actually a close adaptation of this. So don't forget, guys, that this year is been talked Among Us to put in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, but we don't know exactly when it's going to be out on the Team of UthtubeSo wow. So I'm hoping that this year gives you a little bit of an insight of what this fantastic, what we were talking about what I've been talking about here for the past years, about what are the manga stories, what are the close adaptations. You're definitely going to see the excerpts of, as I said before, the excerpts of what the questions that me and the team, we are expecting that you guys are going to answer, and it's all going to be right there. So then I don't need to answer it. We have already recorded it, and we've already written it down, and we've already published it. So it's going to be in the new website as soon as the blog page is up and running in the new website, not the website that you see now, but the new website that will be coming soon with the Patreon page and the new content that you're going to see in the SGzEnt Entertainment channel. That's also Uthtube Plays and UthtubeGaming. You're going to see a lot of content there, and you're going to see a lot of content right here on the Team of Uthtube channel. Guys, please drop a like in this video. I really appreciate it. Make sure that you subscribe on this video in the bottom right hand corner if you are new and who haven't done it yet, and get involved. Get involved, guys, and click on the bell for notifications for more Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures content. And new episodes will be coming very soon. New adventures, Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures. You're going to see me voicing various of Pokemon, exactly like what I did with the Hoenn region series, where I'll be voicing Trico. So you're going to see Hoenn region episode 5, where I will be voicing Trico once again. And let me say it again, that you're going to see the Finnou region, the new Finnou region series, where I'll be voicing various of Pokemon. So it's going to be a long way. And I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I mean, I have enjoyed. I really enjoyed this, talking to you guys, interacting with you guys, and and I really hope that you guys here will put just support us with your comments and the likes on this video. If I have forgotten anything, I will be sure to drop it down and to pin it in the comment section on this video. Also, guys, if we have some brilliant content coming up, including December, where I will be explaining some of my favorite episodes of Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures in December. I think it's going to be a brilliant time where I'll be explaining some of my favorite scenes, some of my favorite battles, and some of my favorite moments in Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures. So I hope that you guys will be there to join me. Hopefully you guys can tell me some of your experiences on Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, because I will be there in December to explain what I enjoyed for the past years of Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures. Thank you so much for your love and support. I really appreciate it. Seriously, because without you, there wouldn't be a Gilbert's Pokemon Adventures, there wouldn't be a Team of Uthtube, and there wouldn't be you guys, because without you, this wouldn't, I mean, this is a community, guys, man. And I'll be talking more about what we are trying to achieve as a Team of Uthtube to become a production house. So once again, if I've forgotten anything, I'll put it in the comment section below. Thanks again. I hope you guys have a good one. I love you guys so much. I'm out, shutting me out right here, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Take care of yourself. Bless. Peace, and I'll see you down the road.